smart enough to understand what was going on. So honestly, like, yes, I enjoy money. Like, you know, money helps me survive, unfortunately, but I'm not trying to take money from other folk, you know? Because money doesn't bring nobody happiness. Money doesn't bring joy. Money doesn't bring anything, honestly. All it really genuinely does is bring more problems, because the more money you have, the more taxes you have to pay off. That's why so many rich people sit there and donate to charities and shit like that. Yeah, I mean, like, it's just kind of stupid. Because we used to live in a world where money was not shit. We did not use money for anything. We traded beads, foods, yarn, quill, all types of stuff. And then all of a sudden we started using money. Like, it just don't make sense to me. Like, how we go from everybody working to everybody, you know, just fucking, oh, nope, you got more money, now you don't have to work, or some bullshit like that. Makes no sense. So, like, I just don't get it, you know? You know, I don't like asking people for anything, dude. I'd rather starve, or I'd rather go without before I'm like, hey, will you help me out? That's just not me. That's just not who I personally am. You just ordered the book. You're not going to regret it. I promise you that much. You're not going to regret it. Either book that you order from David Goggins, they're beautiful books, dude. Like, I wish I could be a spokesperson for his books, because that, dude, I'm telling you, his books are beautiful, dude. They really help you get a different mindset on stuff. I mean, probably. I don't know. I've never had a few million in my pocket before to say that, so... There's two books. One of the books' name is Never Finished, and the other book's name is They Can't Hurt Me. Both of them are by David Goggins. And if I recall right, they're about like $21 on Amazon, because I was gonna buy them myself, but at the time I didn't have enough, so I kind of just left it there. You know, good for you. You know, you have money to support 3 charities. That is amazing, you know. Hell, let me in on the secret for what you do. Money keeps me alive, because without money I'm not able to put clothes on my back. Without money I'm not able to eat. So that's all money really does for me. It doesn't bring me joy nor happiness. As I 1000% agree with that. Money would make my life easier. Yeah, money would make anybody's life easier. The author is David Goggins. See, you know, that person got to really fucking get outlook on life. You know, friends and family that they're close to makes them happy, not money, you know? Like, that's gorgeous. You know, because me personally... only thing that, like, truly brought me true joy and happiness was my cat. Like, I love my cat. I love my cat more than anything in this world, dude. I would go to war for my cat. Make my own TikTok. I just might have to. I just might have to. Yo, my cat is a straight thief as well. Anything that I'm eating, he thinks it's for him, especially chicken. Anything to do with chicken, that boy will try to steal it from me. Alright. Yo, that's a good cat right there. You know, the maintenance man, they be sketchy. They real life be sketchy. What's his name? What's whose name? Alright, so I'm not sure if you're new folk that joined in and asking to see my face, or old folk, but oh, my cat's name. So at the time, when my girlfriend got the cat, she thought it was a female because his balls were like so small that she couldn't see him. So his original name was Elvira, okay? But then his balls dropped, and we're like, oh, well, we can't have a feminine name for you, so we named him L. Just straight the letter L. So that's his name now. His OG name was Elvira. That was before we figured out he was a male. Once one of them things dropped, we were like, oh, you really about that, huh? So his name is L. Kim is washing dishes. But yeah, you know, so it's a great story about my cat is how his balls dropped to become L. If he pisses me off though, his name goes straight back to Elvira. I got a Luna and a Duchess. I like Duchess. Reminds me of a rap that I used to smoke when I was a kid. Teenager, I don't know. I'm still close enough to it. It was like 10 years ago. But Bean! That's a strong name right there. I'm not sure if you ever watched Disenchantment, but one of the main characters' names in there, holy shit, that was hard to get out, was Bean. Love that name. I love that name, dude. I always wanted to get a pit bull and name him Zeus. Like, felt like that would just be such a strong name for a pity. Love Bean and love this. See, you're a cultured swine. I fuck with you. Like, you know, when I say Disenchantment to people, they're like, what the fuck is that? I've never heard of that. Like, come on now, man. Get your shows up. Blossom and Nelly. You know, crazy story. I used to know this girl named Janelli. Reading Nelly made me think of that. My bro had a pet named Thor. I bet that pet was the toughest pit you ever seen in your whole entire life, too. My son wants a pet named Draco. Yo, why would you name him Frank, though? Your son had the best name picked out for him. Come on now, you can't do him like that. Man. See, your son knew a thing or two, like... See, maybe it's just like... I've got a pet named Moon. Okay, see, that's a good name right there. Moon, we see you. It was... Okay, I guess, you know... Okay, you know, I guess Frank ain't too bad of a name when you compare it to Bacon, you know. Just look like a fat ass outside. Bacon! Come back home! Bacon! Your neighbor's looking at you like, wow, this motherfucker really loves some bacon. I have a pet named Deck. You ever watch the show named Dexter? That's a really good show, too. Frank Bacon is his full name. Oh, that's a fucking awesome name. Toxic and Pepsi are my cat's names. Is Toxic like the Lovey Cat? Definitely feel like that would be the Lovey Cat. Love that show, Dexter. Dude, I'm telling you, somebody in here got some good taste in shows. Like, phew. Tell you what, you know, now I kind of understand why she does this. This is actually really entertaining. Oh, somebody just followed. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. Bean told me I need to watch it. Yup, you sure do. Ooh, wait. Can I turn on your AC? My armpits are sweating.
Turn on the fan or open another or turn on the fan. It costs too much for that damn AC.
Damn. You know, I definitely will make my own account probably. If anything, I'll probably just drop my Twitch name I don't know if any of y'all know what Twitch is, but I prefer Twitch over TikTok. Twitch is strictly... hold on. Let me get my words together. I'll be back in just a second. Alright, let's try this again. Twitch is a strictly streaming service, and I like to play a lot of video games, so I'd probably do that instead of making my own TikTok, because for my case, it'd be a lot easier. I gotta make one, honestly. I don't have one just yet. I had a really old one back when I was like 10 or 13, and then I deleted it because what games do I play? You know, the question you should have asked me right there is, what games don't I play? Because now you really opened up a can of worms that you probably don't want to hear about. Hello. I play all sorts of games. On the best system known to mankind, obviously, Xbox. You know how it is. I used to play COD, right? But then I stopped playing. I feel like Black Ops is just fucking trash at this point in time. They keep coming out with fucking new broken guns, but yet you have to use a different gun.
Don't say gun, say pew pew.
Okay, sorry. You have to use a different pew pew to unlock attachments for the main pew pew that you're using. And once when they started doing that, I'm like, that's just really stupid. That's just stupid. So when I play COD, I honestly just go back to Black Ops 2. I deal with the modded servers and stuff like that. At least there was some type of weapon balancing. Or Modern Warfare 2. You can never go wrong with Modern Warfare 2. One of the best games that was ever created. Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3. Top tier games. I'm hoping Black Ops 6 is fire. Yeah, I missed the open beta for it, but I heard that it was okay. I heard that it was also ass. No, Red Dead. Amen, my brother. Whoever just said that, you just became my instant best friend. Red Dead Redemption 2, hands down, the best game ever fucking made by goddamn man. Best fucking story mode game I've ever played in my whole entire life. Red Dead Redemption 2 was the only game that made me fucking weep my eyes out when I'm a grown man, boy. I was sitting there bawling my eyes out at the end of that story. I was not ready for it. I was not ready for that, boy. I tell you what. They did my boy dirty at the end of that. I mean, you don't have to ask a question, you know, like, if you're in America, freedom of speech, you know what I mean? And if you're not in America, well then, fuck, I feel sorry for you. Maybe not. So what are you doing in there? Are you doing your dishes?
Yep.
Do you agree with what your sister has and continues to do on this app? You seem like a decent person. So I'll answer your question because I'm highly confident that I answered this earlier. I honestly don't put myself in the middle of that. I tell her, you know, the pros and the cons to it, even though there's like no pros to it. I tell her the cons, you know. I give the best piece of advice that I can give her that I feel like is fitting for the situation. Because I'm not her mother, I'm not her father, right? So I can't be like, oh, you need to do this. So I'm just like, hey, you keep doing this, these are probably the consequences that are going to come out from it. So at the end of the day, I try to keep her best intentions in mind, you know. Like, I try to tell her, like, hey, that's probably not a really good idea, right? Or, you know, hey, you probably shouldn't do that. But it's up to you. I'm younger by, I think she said like 14 years. Exactly. What they said. All I can do is give her advice, and it's up to that individual if you'd like to take your advice. Kind of like when you were a kid and your guardian or whoever gave you concrete advice, and you're like, "Nah, fuck that. I'm gonna do whatever I want," you know? So, like, all you really can do is like say, "Hey, I care about you. I love you. You are my family. I do not want to see you, hurt or doing all these things." So, like, I'll express how I feel. It's up to them to do anything about that. And I leave it at that. I'm not going to stress myself out over it. I'm not going to break my neck over it. I'm not going to do any of that crazy stuff trying to help her, Because that's when people start to fuck themselves the most, is when they get so focused on helping other people, they forget to help themselves. And I absolutely refuse to be so focused on helping somebody else that I lose myself. I did that as a kid, and I cannot do that again. I'm finally at a spot in my life where I'm starting to understand myself, understand who I want to be as a man,